What's next? 16, I think?
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first.
Bad
Arusia
side.
deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Arusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Arusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked.
Make sure this is... Sorry.
That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Arusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Arusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere.
Honestly, that's probably not too far off what it would take in real life.
Rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here.
Yeah, he's a creep.
She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them.
100% creepo.
I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Like the princess or something, right?
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army. With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power. HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay. having joined up with support dispatch from the Osean Army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting. I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense. With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Arusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Arusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there. Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs. They will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Oh, great. Sorry, I had the loudest chair ever. Let me see if I can buy another weapon for this plane. Dang, I got more money than I thought. Air to air. 8 target air to ground missiles. Jeez. I don't know why the game sound is being weird. My headset. The Raptor. Game sounds being weird, I don't know why. That's my plane, this one. Isn't it? This is it. I don't know why my audio screwed up in the headset, but I think it's okay in the recording, best I can tell. Like right now I hear nothing. Well, I know you guys don't either, but... Protect the Erusian officer. Sounds like a good mission.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots
the unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law, gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
If they would tell me if it was friendly or not.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you. Understood.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
Ooh, that hit it.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. More the merrier.
Planes, buildings.
ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated. The General's vehicle is under attack. There's Labarre! I'm hit. Get this guy off my back!
And I slam into the ground.
We are trying to kill the General.
Strider 1 crashed.
What is best for our country? We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
Why don't people realize this? There's a strict curfew. People gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on. Fighting with the crew is what got us into this mess. Fox 2! Strider 1, missile inbound!
Chaff and flares are running low. It's ID'd as Erusian.
Missile coming at me! Wait. General managed to convince them. Listen, those that protect General Labarre are the real patriots. Onward! Enemy!
I'm protecting him.
Pick up those allied planes behind us. There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle. We'll go. Let's go. We archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online.
I go back over here.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war. Signs of the cold warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route
These are probably bad.
Strider 1, missile away.
Can't hit him.
Shaking off enemy lock.
Fire! We're on your side, you idiot!
Turn right. No, wait. That goes into the ocean.
Eyes up.
I can't shake the enemies on my tail. You guys are leading our country further into ruin. Strider 1, hostile has a lock.
Would you identify him? I ran into him.
Maintain speed. We'll be able to break through that shutter. General, would you mind keeping it down for a minute? You'll bite your tongue. At least give us a side view. Shaking off enemy lock. We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Grunder Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belgians. They actually went to war. The performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belgian technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or
Gotta be
alchemy.
something on this bridge.
Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. Those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Rumors of a military
There they are.
calling itself the Free Erusians.
Hostile has a lock. Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
Tank is destroyed. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
I am about to be dead.
Thunderbolt, don't be it! I'm hit! Get this guy off my back! Open fire on that vehicle!
Why would it miss?
The VIP is
I could
taking
see
fire.
it.
His vehicle
Oh, I
stopped.
know.
Target eliminated. Strider 1
I didn't-
crashed.
Hit it. Bro, I was...
All goes well. Should we get some troops from Russia quickly? We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way.
That
This
it?
is the Erusian News Network.
Probably not. Let's get a layout.
Okay, let's
See?
go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRS's chief. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians.
escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
Yeah, right.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board? He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No, unless she's a soldier.
I want to be higher up than them.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Russian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work.
Not that
Schroeder
one,
has
though.
killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Wait, nothing is close.
Not that one.
I managed to catch a glimpse of
I need to use these missiles.
Don't miss. Aim carefully.
You're in my way.
Bandit destroyed. Well done. No good. Shit.
Missile away.
How many times?
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition. What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Can't afford the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overrun. They must
But
be
not
backed
the
up.
C1, right?
Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault for all this no reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses. To build something else entirely. Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Holy crap.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Target acquired. Target is down. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Strider 1, missile launched.
I've been spiked.
Fox 3. 5 bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
3 bandits to go.
There has to be a time when it should not function.
Special weapons remaining. 2 bandits left. Show them what you got. One bandit to go.
Try to run, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Alright then. At the end of the mission.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft. Ocean's army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake. Were you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to send missiles! I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really
Cool,
unknowns?
cool.
It's a stu-
And it's raining. Goodness.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
That'll do it. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. That's gonna do it. Just one video for me today. One mission. And we will see you next time.